At last, we here in Europe have gotten our hands on Sony's sorta answer to Game Pass, the revamped PlayStation Plus subscription. Okay, fair, it's been out for a bit now, but it takes some time for me to check out the service, see its offer, and finally pass judgment. And the last sentence just doesn't work as well as an intro. It kinda misses that something of at last. But should we be giddy with anticipation, or should PlayStation Plus Premium have spent some more time in the oven? If you're at all interested in what Sony has done with PlayStation Plus, sit back and listen as I tell you my first thoughts on the newest game subscription service. Announced back at the end of March this year, the service sought to reorganize its already existing PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now, combining the two into one service split into 3 tiers. The cheapest tier is called Essential, being PlayStation Plus as we knew it before, with the monthly new games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage, and access to online multiplayer. The next is Extra, which provides you with an additional catalog of different PS4 and PS5 titles. So far, so PS Now. What kept us all speculating and guessing basically up to its launch was the most expensive tier, PlayStation Plus Premium. Besides providing us with already mentioned benefits of the previous 2 tiers, premium subscribers receive access to a classics catalog featuring PS1, PS2 and PSP games available for download and play, as well as PS3 games available for streaming. The interface in itself is okay, very much in the style of PS Store. We can see we have our Share Play, cloud storage, games help, oh yeah, we have online multiplayer. And now here's where it starts to get interesting. Exclusive packages. Let's see what's up. Upon first glance, nothing really. I'm sure some people would find something that interests them in there, but for me, I'm not interested in fake coins for some game or something similar. So we're moving on. Maybe exclusive discounts will convince me to buy a game right now. To be honest, would not be the first time such a thing has happened. Although my eyes don't see anything interesting, I do enjoy seeing a variety of discounts, ranging from a few percent and up to 75 or something like that. For some reason, it gives me hope to one day see something I actually do like on here. I didn't mention before, but owners of the PS5 can as well enjoy the PlayStation Plus collection at already the Essential tier. The collection features games like Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, God of War, Final Fantasy XV, The Last Guardian, Monster Hunter World, Uncharted 4, and so on, about a total of 19 games. Now, as someone who relatively recently even got the privilege to buy a PS5, this is interesting. Most of these games I have bought and played already, but still, here's Monster Hunter World for example. A game I never was sure whether I'd like it or not, and now's my chance. Downloading it was the first thing I did with the premium account. Now let's get to the important things, the PS Plus games catalog. I do want to emphasize that this list we're going through right now is available at PlayStation Plus Extra. Opening it up, we get a nice little instruction box, pick a game, download it, and play it for as long as your PS Plus Extra subscription's valid. Okay, great, let's see the games. Right off the bat, we see Spider-Man Miles Morales, AC Valhalla, Demon's Souls, Death Stranding, and many more titles, really great titles from the start of the console generation. Definitely something to advertise to the people, as most of these games are really worth playing if you hadn't had the chance yet. If we go later on under all games, we can first see the same games mentioned already, but soon they're joined by quite a lot of other titles. Stuff like Shadow of the Colossus, South Park Fractured but Whole, Saints Row the Third. I quickly realized I will find more games to play here than I can remember at all times. Time to add to my games list, which is an option I can't seem to find. Okay, that's the choice. There's only wishlist. So this is definitely a big minus for me. I like to keep my media organized, and especially with a subscription service, it is important for me to be able to like and create lists for content. Doing so lets me keep track of what is next to play, And yeah, I guess by adding it to the wishlist I can always check there, but that's just too many extra steps for something that feels like should be a basic feature. After the initial scroll through, I have arrived at 15 games from this collection, which is not all that much given the library should be around 400, but hey, it's games I was thinking of buying before, such as Ghost of a Tale, Concrete Genie, Chronos, Returnal, and Death Stranding Director's Cut. And although the number of saved games might not be that high, I did enjoy the variety of games on display, from lesser known indies to known indies like Hollow Knight, and from that to AAA games. It's great that the app further categorizes these games, allowing us to find a game given our preferred genre. But as Sony had revealed prior to launching their new PlayStation Plus subscription service, none of the new first-party titles will be included at launch, meaning we can't expect day one releases like we can with Game Pass. Although that might be a deal breaker for some, for me that's not what's most important. What in the end convinces me to sticking with a subscription is the quality and the variety of games library as a whole. And I must say Sony's ain't all that bad. Whether I will remain a subscriber will also be impacted by how often and what kind of games Sony will be adding to PlayStation Plus. With extra out of the way, let's see what we're paying for in Premium. The Classics catalog is split into 3 groups, first one being PSP, PS and PS2. Then we have remasters and finally PS3. This in itself I find great. Nothing special, let's be honest, but the distinction is obvious and allows for easier search of a query. PlayStation's announcement promised us an additional 350 or so games with this tier, and unfortunately, looking for these categories, I'm pretty sure it is even less than 150. This might be a regional thing, and additional stuff will probably keep getting added to the collections, but nevertheless, I feel a bit underwhelmed going through these. I see quite a few good games, like the Jak and Daxter series, although I don't know where's the third installment, but okay. Saints Row II, Red Dead Redemption, a few Ratchet and Clanks. Great games. But most of these games are from the PS3 collection, meaning they're stream only, and not every household has a strong enough internet connection to be able to sustain streaming a game. But instead of speculating, I'm gonna try it out with Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. Before I get into that, I hope you all are enjoying this video. If so, please like and subscribe, as it would greatly help me and my channel to grow. Thank you! A quick test of my internet speed shows it around 30 megabytes per second. Generally not the fastest thing out there, but for my day-to-day life it works well. First try with the game stream did not go great. I forgot I was downloading Monster Hunter World, so I received a notification that the internet is not strong enough to support streaming. So now that my game is downloaded and there are no other things downloading in my house, let's see how streaming will go. Starting the game up was okay. Cutscenes and gameplay had occasional dips in frame rate, but with streaming that's something I expected. Soon I started noticing a small lag in controller input and actual actions. Not game breaking, but still makes immersion take a hit. Unfortunately, the more I played, the more common these mistakes got, with very frequent resolution drops and frame skips. Once internet had been used for anything other than game streaming, the stream had been rendered almost unplayable, resulting in cutscene lags, disconnections, as well as lost progress. But okay, that's one game. I have to try something else as well before I damn game streaming. That game was Ninja Gaiden 2. I want to see how streaming lag and dips affect my gameplay experience when it matters more. Performance-wise, the game actually streamed better, frame rate and resolution were more stable, but as I predicted, the small controller lag made this an exercise in controller breaking frustration. Trying out a few more games, I can now say that the streaming option is not for me. The quality and subsequent enjoyment varied from game to game, with no way to predict which one is gonna run great and which one not. Even though I'm no competitive player, I still enjoy playing at a stable rate, which streaming as of now does not offer me. An interesting idea of PlayStation Plus Premium are the time-limited game trials. At the moment, not many games are included in this, with notable highlights being Horizon Forbidden West, Cyberpunk 2077 and Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. I hope PlayStation expands this service even further, as I like the idea of it, but it feels kinda bare bones at the moment. I downloaded the test versions of The Cruel King and The Great Hero, Biomutant, and Cyberpunk 2077. Firstly, I want to see how they handle these time limits. Does each game get the same 2-hour time limit, or is it perhaps dependent on the game size? Visible on screen, the time limits apparently do differ for some games. Cyberpunk has a total of 5 hours, while Biomutant and Cruel King have 2. Great to see these adaptations to the time limit, although generally I still believe games should have accessible demos all around. My overall first impressions of PlayStation Plus Premium are mixed. As it stands, not much has changed in regards to their previous offerings through Plus and Now, and what has changed, like the Classics collections and the time-limited game trials, feel a bit lacking at the moment. I applaud the addition of games like Spider-Man Miles Morales, Demon's Souls, Ghost of Tsushima, AC Valhalla, which among other titles add great value for more newcomer gamers who did not buy them upon release. A big plus for me is also the differentiation between this game catalog and the one offered by Xbox Game Pass. I hadn't seen many overlapping games between the two. I believe the current offering makes it worth subscribing to PlayStation Plus, but as it is now, the extra tier is more than satisfactory with its bigger games catalog full of great titles, especially when you buy it as a yearly subscription at €100 or dollars. I do see potential in PlayStation Plus Premium, and I hope Sony will expand upon it, making it worth the price. Those were some of my initial thoughts on PlayStation Plus Premium, and I hope you all enjoyed listening to them. Feel free to comment some of your thoughts down in the video. I would love to have a chat. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more gaming content, particularly focused on game streaming services. Till next time!